guard, 6'8", 0, starting at the other forward position, 6'7", number 32, Rex Middleton. The big man, 7 foot even, number 20, Alex Sarr. Starting at the other guard, 6'4", number 13, Jordan Poole.
Good to have you with us on a Sunday afternoon for basketball here on 2K Sports. Hi everyone, this is Brian Anderson at the table along with Grant Hill and Brent Barry. Allie LaForce joins us from the sidelines. So let's take a look at the starters for the Utah Jazz. Markkanen and Collins, the 3 and 4. Collier is out there with Colin Sexton, and it's Kessler in at the 5. And for the Wizards, they've got Chris Middleton, Bilal Coulibaly out there with Jordan Poole. Then there's George, and it's Sarr in at the pivot spot, manning the middle. Well, both of these organizations have done a good job of acquiring and developing young talent, Grant.
Absolutely, B.A. These rosters are filled with young stars. They have a chance to make some noise in the coming years. They just need to continue to grow as individuals and as a team.
Now here's Collins. Here's Collier. 6 to shoot. Rebound by Middleton. Now here's Poole. Middleton finds Poole. George outside. Pass to Middleton. Poole outside. From downtown. Nice start for him. Sinking his first shot.
And Poole is such a tough and dynamic three-point shooter. He's comfortable firing from anywhere.
All right, let's kick it over to Allie, who had a chance to talk with head coach Brian Keefe.
And I took the time to ask him about his strategy for Lauri Markkanen, and he said, we know he's going to hit big shots and be physical on the floor, but we're going to make him work for everything tonight. I hope we can test every shot that he takes. Hope and hard work. Can't ask for more than that, guys.
Good job there, Allie. Thanks. Now here's George. Poole, right side. First quarter and about a minute and a half in. Misses in close. On offense, here's Utah. Well, whenever Jordan Poole is out there, Brent, you expect some highlight reel moments.
Well, there's no doubt that Jordan Poole's the kind of player that's going to take some chances. Sometimes it doesn't go so well, but when the times pay off, B.A., it is spectacular.
Now here's Middleton. Some solid defense from Markkanen.
For him, it's harder to miss that shot than it is to make that shot. I think he was anticipating a bit of a bump there.
Yep, that one's good.
And he gives up some size inside, but makes a great adjustment on the finish.
Yeah, the big man not going to slow him down from getting that deuce.
Here's Middleton. Pass to Poole. And here's Middleton. Back to Poole. Puts up a deep 3. Collins with the rebound. Outside Sexton with the drive. And he jams it home with authority.
Sexton with the ball on a string with a beautiful sequence.
The Wizards trail by 4. Pass to Sarr. Poole for 3. Rebound, Utah. And here in the first, about 3 minutes in. Sexton passes to Collins. Markkanen outside. Sexton looking around. Lets it go from deep. Can't hit that one. The Wizards have gone 1 of 5 to start things off. Outside Coulibaly. And we're approaching about 3.5 minutes played in this first quarter. Here's Poole. Ooh, lands soft on the front of the rim and drops in. Poole's got 5 now.
Yeah, I don't think that's at the top of the menu of shots that Jordan Poole likes to take, but he can knock it down with touch.
Pass to Markkanen. And he was fouled while in the act of shooting, so he'll take 2 free throws. And for a scorer as prolific as Markkanen, he doesn't need the ball in his hands too often.
So many of his scores come off assists, so just a great sense of when to get into space and become available.
That's good for Markkanen.
7 feet, really good at shooting the basketball, a decent handle. Lauri Markkanen starts to tinker on that unicorn category.
The Wizards making a switch here. Kispert's checked in. Markkanen hits them both. With the Bradley Beal trade, Washington made it clear they were going in a new direction, Brent.
Yeah, it felt like the Wizards were stuck in the Delaware just a little bit. They won 34 or 35 games for 3 straight seasons, and trading away Bradley Beal was an admittance to, hey, we've got to start over, we've got to do something to get some younger players in here on the roster and give us some flexibility. The future is now for the Washington Wizards.
Now here's Sexton. 5 points in the game, and he gets that one.
Toughness there shown by Colin Sexton. No stranger to having to out-muscle the defense from time to time.
Middleton outside. Back to Poole. A minute and a half left in the first quarter. All right, Graham, what do you think about Jordan Poole's nickname, the Poole Party?
Oh, it's very apt, right? Because when he's on, everyone is having a good time. But it also speaks to his relaxed attitude. He's out there to shoot and have fun while doing it.
And he can't get the first one. Well, the Jazz are one of just 10 NBA franchises to never win a championship, Grant.
Yeah, it's so hard to believe considering they have the 4th best winning percentage in NBA history. Think about it. If it weren't for one Michael Jordan, they'd probably have 2 rings.
And he sinks the second. Grant, a big reason for Utah to be excited about the future. Their young head coach, Will Hardy.
Yeah, B.A. I mean, he's had this team competitive after trading away both Mitchell and Gobert. And I love how Hardy has developed guys like Lauri Markkanen.
Closer Sexton gets to the basket, the more dangerous he can become, and the defense has got to recognize that.
George outside. Poole against George. Poole up top. He's got 6. Add that to his line. Now 3 for 6.
Those are 2 tough points from Poole. Great to see him mixing it up down low.
Clarkson outside. And he buries his first look.
One of the more skilled offensive players that is on the floor here tonight. Not an easy fella to hold in check.
Pass to George. Uses the glass on the layup.
When you can score the ball and the defense makes adjustments your way to do that, Poole has to take advantage like that.
8-second difference between the shot clock and game clock. Here's Clarkson. Out of bounds. It'll be Wizards ball. Washington making some changes. Champagnie, he's checked in for Holmes. And Smart subbed in for Poole. Hendricks is checked in for Utah. We've got 22 seconds left in the opening quarter. Here's Carrington. Still no points. Pass to Smart. The shot misses. What a performance for Colin Sexton. He has been the story for the Jazz. Hunting for opportunities, leading to 9 points in the quarter. More NBA on 2K Sports right after this. And for those of you just tuning in, second quarter action is where we are. And take a look at the Jazz performance here, guys. What do you think?
They are looking engaged so far, especially on offense.
Well, if they wanted to start well, this would be it. They seized momentum right away, and they just didn't let it go in that quarter.
And it's Washington with the ball. It's a 5-point game. We've got George. He's out there with Corey Kispert. And it's Smart in at the point. That's the group starting the second quarter for the Wizards. Pass to Carrington. Back to Smart. Jacks up a 3. The rebound by Filipowski. Utah leading by 5. Markkanen looking it over. Here's Filipowski. Now George. No points yet. Markkanen for 3. It's good. Set up beautifully by George. Well, we have a chance to hear from Shams Charania. He's calling in right now. Shams, great to have you on, bud.
Thanks. Many consider this summer to be the most challenging field in the history of international basketball. Nevertheless, Team USA got it done in Paris. It's not getting any easier, but the star power of the U.S. men's team shined bright in the City of Lights. Guys, a classic ending for a stacked U.S. roster.
What a performance. Shams Charania with the report. Thanks, Shams. Now here's George. And the 3 off target. George with it. Guarded now by Smart. Smart against George. Uncovered. The rebound by the Wizards. They've been having major problems offensively.
Definitely in a bit of a dry spell.
Over to the left wing. No one near him. Shot's good by Carrington. Carrington's got his first points of the game. Second quarter of play with around 2 minutes gone so far. Pass to Hendricks. Clarkson outside. Takes a 3. Kispert grabs a miss. Wizards trail by 6. With the crossover. Jams it in off a great move.
Oh, what ferocity on the throwdown. I just love when he goes up with purpose.
Where was the D right there? The effort lacking big time.
There's some ways to get your coach's attention, and that draws the coaching staff's ire.
All right, let's check in with Allie LaForce.
Hey, Brian. The Jazz are making progress. Coach Will Hardy said this team has shown grit and character and has developed a lot of confidence. When we're going through game preparations, the players walk away knowing if they do certain things, they can win. That's a big step in the right direction.
A bright future, Allie. Thank you. Now here's George. No points so far. Pass to Markkanen. Nice touch inside there from Markkanen.
Combine Markkanen's size and that soft touch makes him a constant threat inside the painted area. That's why they call him the finisher.
They set the pick. Smart against George. Now here's Smart. He's covered closely. Oh, he missed the layup. He had it with the pump fake. From deep. George, no good. Wizards trail by 3. Well, it was a tough season for the Washington Wizards, Graham. A franchise-low 15 wins.
You know, B.A., it started with trading away their star, Bradley Beal, before the season. But I like their new direction, prioritizing the future and developing talent.
And we've got a timeout called by Will Hardy. A moment to rest and confer on the game plan.
All right, everybody, you know what time it is. A big round of applause for your Wizards Racers.
almost 4 minutes gone in the second quarter of play. Collins right side. Markkanen outside. From behind the arc. So confident from range. Markkanen.
Talk about confidence. Markkanen feeling like he can drill shots from anywhere right now.
Poole with the ball. Give him 8 points now. It's Middleton on the wing. Checked by Sexton. Oh, and there's the whistle on the shot. So 2 free throws for him coming up.
First personal foul.
That's on Colin Sexton.
Look how hard Middleton takes this one right into the paint, getting way too physical for the D to deal with.
Taking 2 shots.
That free throw good from Middleton. And as Chris Middleton has gotten older, Brent, he's had to battle a number of injuries.
Yeah, no doubt this is what happens to an aging player. And for Middleton, they seem to just be compounding. The tough thing for the squad that he plays with is just how reliable and important he's been in the biggest moments. So he gives them confidence. He needs to find it back in his own body.
He makes 1 of 2 that time. Well, Brent, since 1980, the Wizards have had home court advantage in the playoffs just 1 time.
BA, do you want to have anything that you want to share that's positive about the Wizards? I mean, this team has not made it out of the second round in that span. So hard to envision that happening anytime soon. We've got a long way to go. Feeling more and more comfortable in this offense. That's just Chris Middleton making a play.
A minute 20 left to play in the half. Markkanen finds Kessler. And it's Coulibaly with a rebound.
A lot of defenders choose to just back up off of him when he's in that tight, try to avoid the and one, and this time they're not backing off.
He put a little flair on that one.
Yes, he did. Man, he's a strong finisher, huh? Here's Collier. Collins outside. The 3. The Jazz again can't hit.
And this is exactly who you want taking that shot. He just missed it.
Outside Coulibaly. Here's Poole. Poole gets it in close.
And he's absolutely feeling it. There is no hesitation from Jordan Poole.
Jazz trail by 3. We've got a 9-second difference between the shot clock and game clock. Here's Collier. Collins with a screen on Poole. For 3, Collier. It's rebounded by Washington. Middleton's got his 5th rebound in this one. Outside Coulibaly. Poole outside. Beyond the arc. Look at Poole showing the range.
Defensively, you can't afford to get stuck on the pick.
That's one that the coaches will watch tomorrow with that player. You hate to see him give up in that situation.
And so it's Washington with a 6-point lead at the close of the quarter. Just pounding the painted area. That's helped them build an advantage. We'll be right back.
And now, please direct your attention to center court. And get ready for the fan half-court shot. Drum roll, please. And on the shot. Too bad. Let's hear it for our participant.
And as we get into this third quarter, as we've seen so far, neither team able to create much separation on the scoreboard. One of the stories here, Jordan Poole. Man, is he getting it done today.
He's been excellent at cutting through the defense and giving them fits around the basket.
And you want these kind of nights where you can start to see those openings before they happen.
Kicking off the second half. Here's Will Hardy's 5. Collins and Kessler there in the middle. Sexton and Markkanen out on the wings. And it's Collier in at the point. That one drops for him.
This small advantage is starting to snowball.
Yeah, this team is looking to add to the lead, trying to put the other team away, and threatening here.
Pass to Kessler. Markkanen outside. Clock at 6. Here's Collier from the arc. No luck on that one. Now here's Coulibaly. Checked by Sexton. Poole from long range. The rebound by Markkanen. And here's Markkanen. He'll bring it up for Utah. Trailing by 8. That one goes. Count it. Sexton's got 11.
Sexton getting right through the defense and putting that speed to work.
Pass to Poole. Oh, what an effort by Poole!
You saw he altered his release, allowing him to get around his defender and then laid it in.
Markkanen outside. Just a little over 90 seconds gone in the third quarter. Nails it from beyond the arc. He's got 13.
Just loves it. Loves to play like a guard and shoot it from the perimeter. Markkanen's bread and butter.
Coulibaly on the wing. Middleton outside. And they come right back with their own three-pointer. Middleton's gotten his second bucket of the game.
And both teams running long-range plays that are working.
Well, both of them looking towards the three-point line. And I like to see that, especially when the results are made buckets.
And stolen by Markkanen. Pass to Collier. A little under 2.5 minutes gone by in the third quarter. Back to Markkanen. And there's the lob. Hey, great communication on the lob.
Just a perfect pass and some pretty slick body control on the finish, too.
Man, that's butter. Now here's Coulibaly. Hasn't gotten one to fall yet. And here's George. Pass to Sarr. Second chance shot. The shot comes out. Good D by Kessler. Jazz trail by 6. Here's Collier. Markkanen outside. Here's Collier. Over Poole. Collier, no good. Washington leading by 6. Poole outside. Puts up a 3. Washington again can't hit. Utah's gone 1 of 2 shooting from the perimeter since halftime. Pass to Kessler. Right wing. Here's Collier. Sarr pulls it in. Gives us a chance to catch up with Allie LaForce.
Hey, Brian. John Collins is fitting nicely on the Jazz, and Coach Will Hardy said he's given us a huge lift on the offensive end. He's a tough cover, the way he's able to mix up popping and rolling. The defense can't prepare for just one thing. It makes him a dynamic threat.
Able to score on multiple levels, Allie. Thank you. And that one's good.
Poole does a great job there, just extending and using his length to have an advantage on that shot.
Grant, you talk about NBA length. Alex Sarr has it in spades.
So many young bigs we're seeing these days. He combines that length with some guard skills as well. And that's a very intriguing package.
And we've got a timeout called by Will Hardy. He's going to talk it over with his guys. .133 left in the third quarter here. Now Sexton, 11 points in the game, down low. Kicks it out to Clarkson. 5 to shoot. And the layup is good off the glass.
You got to bring more fire than that to stop Clarkson. He's a pro at fending off tight defense.
Smart passes to Champagnie. Now here's Poole. Check by Sexton. The drive by Poole. And that's a miss. 8 for 14 on the night. George outside. Back to Sexton. There's the three. Yes, and it's George picking up the assist. George has got 3 assists in the game.
Well, that's in rhythm and right on target, as Sexton has a very well-rounded offensive game and playing in control now.
Here's the floater. So it'll be 2 free throws. He was fouled in the act of shooting.
Well, that was clearly a foul.
He shot 2 free throws in the game. He's made 1 and missed 1.
The Wizards, Jordan Poole. 2 shots.
First one falls for him.
And if you watch Poole enough, you're really going to appreciate that he can get it done in so many ways on the offensive end.
Sensabaugh is checked in for Sexton. And both free throws good for Poole. There's 31 seconds left to play in the third. George with it. Yet to see a basket. Sensabaugh, no good. Pass to Poole. Now Bay. 3-pointer. Utah grabs the miss. Clarkson for 3. Oh, and the release was before the buzzer, but it's off target. And that'll do it for the third quarter. It's Washington. They lead by 5. And coming up as soon as we return from break, the fourth quarter gets underway. And it's time to bring up the State Farm assist of the game.
And I'll tell you what, this was a no-brainer tonight. Take a look at the precision on this feed. Couldn't place it any better.
Well, there's a way to break down the defense with the handle, but you can do it with the pass. Prime example of that right there.
And with these teams locked in a very close contest, this fourth quarter promises to be a good one. We've got Marcus Smart, Corey Kispert out there with Saddiq Bey, and it's Gill in at the center position. That's the group for Washington right now. Filipowski, it's good. Set up beautifully by George. George has got his 4th assist in this one. And so Smart will bring it up for Washington. 3-point lead. Pass to Gill. On the wing, Bay. Shot clock at 6. From outside the arc. Knocks down the long J. Bay's got his first 3 points of the game.
And Bay doing a great job of getting his feet ready to line that one up.
Clarkson outside. Pass to Sensabaugh. Now George fires from deep. And that's out of bounds. Last touch by Filipowski. Holmes, he's checked in for Washington. And Utah with a change here too. Hendricks is checked in. Fourth quarter still young, just over a minute played. Now here's Holmes. Bay from long range hits the trifecta. Bay's got 6 points in the quarter.
Encouraging to see Saddiq Bey just stay this confident and looking for that shot off the catch.
To the paint. From the left block. And it's Filipowski. That time on the assist by Clarkson.
Defensively, you can't afford to get stuck on the pick.
That's one that the coaches will watch tomorrow with that player. You hate to see him give up in that situation.
And it's Smart missing. Jazz trail by 7. Last quarter of play, about 2 minutes in now. Pass to Sensabaugh. Puts it up from 12. Rebound Washington. Inside. Here's Kispert. The putback. Great positioning on the putback.
Bay is an active player, and I like watching him get assertive, especially on the offensive rebounds.
We're in the fourth quarter here. Just under 2.5 minutes gone by. To the middle. Here's Filipowski. Oh, he powers right through the defender for the dunk. Draws the foul, too. And he'll go to the line. It's on Corey Kispert. And a look now at how the offensive approach has been going here so far for Washington.
What a performance for Beyond the Arc in this game. They stuck to their guns, and it's paid off all game.
Throughout the game, the mid-range area has been their bread and butter, continuing to pull up from there with a tremendous amount of confidence.
A new lineup here for Washington. A big group substitution here for Utah. Kessler, he's checked in for Hendricks. Markkanen comes in for Sensabaugh. Colin Sexton's checked in for Clarkson. And it's Collier in for George. To the inside. Sarr. Oh, a great 1-2 punch. Beautiful pass and a nasty jam.
Poole showing he's more comfortable in that pick-and-roll setting. He can be dangerous.
Pass to Kessler. Now here's Sexton. Takes the 3. It's rebounded by Washington. Middleton's got his 6th rebound on the night. And here's Poole. Six on the shot clock. Off target. That would have pushed the lead to double digits. Pass to Collier. Back to Markkanen. Over 3.5 minutes through the final quarter now. Sexton with it. Fires for 3. Offensive rebound. Here's Filipowski. Sexton up top. Here's Collier. 3-pointer. It doesn't go for him.
Well, you make strides to get back in the ball game, but an errant shot like that can definitely cost you any kind of momentum. Have to use better judgment there.
Oh, and he got fouled on his way up. He'll head to the line to shoot 2.
And Poole making sure to draw contact as he's going to find his way to the line.
The first one falls. Collins, he's checked in for Utah. And both free throws good for Poole.
Now you can tell he's feeling confident right now at the line, and when he's on, he can be lights out.
Markkanen outside. Pass to Collier. Now Sexton. Drills it from deep.
Well, this is the one guy you did not want to see get started. He started.
And here's Poole. Falls. Poole's got 10 points here in the second half.
He is the story for them offensively and a big reason why they're ahead.
Here's Markkanen. The 3 is up. And again, it's Utah with a 3.
And Markkanen has really found a great flow. The defense hasn't had an answer for it.
Poole exploding to the rim. And there are the Wizards with another bucket.
He gets inside right when he sees the opening. Got to attack when you have that chance.
Collins with a screen on Poole. Pass to Sexton. Markkanen outside. Collins passes to Sexton. Markkanen for three. Washington with a rebound. I think a bucket here, Grant, would end this game.
Absolutely. That would put a bow on this one.
Middleton finds Poole. Here's Sarr. There's 37 seconds left in the fourth. To the middle. The fader. That shot, no good. And it's Utah with the ball. 8-point game. Pass to Markkanen. Let's go with a three. And it's Coulibaly with a rebound. And it's Poole with the ball for Washington. So it's Washington picking up the win. Even early on in this game, they appeared happy to be playing at home.
And it makes a huge difference. Once they started to get into a groove, you never really felt like they wouldn't come out on top.
Thank you for joining us. That'll do it for now. For Brent Barry, Allie LaForce, and Grant Hill, this is Brian Anderson, thanking you for tuning in. And time now to introduce our player of the game, Jordan Poole.